So, we'll be discussing speech organization. So let's assume you've selected your topic based on Toastmaster John's discussion. How do you now structure your speech? Because it is important for you to structure your speech. How many of you have attended a lecture or maybe a sermon and you did not get what the speaker was saying? You could not even bring out just one point. In fact, probably when the speaker rounded off, you were wondering, have we gotten to the end of this presentation? Who can relate to that?
Yes.
Thank you. That is because that speech does not have a structure. When your speech has a structure, it benefits you, the speaker, and also your audience, because it helps you to say your speech in a clear manner. And it also helps your audience as well to assimilate your speech in a clear manner. And so, because it is important for your audience to see the connection of your speech, to get the message of your speech. And imagine a speech structure as a building, a house. We have the front door, right? And then we have many rooms, yes or no? And then we have exit door. If I ask you, in a building, which one is more important?
Exit door.
Why? So if you have on the exit door, how do you enter?
If you enter to the exit door, you are the only person that knows.
You know, because of our time, all the parts of the building are important. That's it. Very important. So, we have the introduction, which is like the front door. And your introduction will give your audience the interest. Okay, what do you want to talk about? And you can start your introduction with maybe a quote, maybe a story, maybe a shocking fact. Let's say I want to talk about fear of public speaking, glossophobia. I can start with something like, did you know that many people fear public speaking more than death? Yes. Yes. That's it. That's it. That's the effect you will have if you use a shocking fact to introduce your speech. And then we have the body of your speech. The body is the main message. That's where you have the details. And it's always advisable to limit the points of your speech to 2 to 5 points, depending on your time. As a speaker, always be time conscious. Minimum or maximum 3 points. Also, make sure that for each of your points, explain example, story, statistics to buttress each point. And the last part of your structure is the conclusion. You want to end your speech in a way that it will be memorable. You want to end your speech in a way that your audience will feel your message. In such a way that you will end it and everybody will say, and they will react positively. That's the ending that you need for your speech. So speech structure, very important. Even when you do this as a speaker, you will not even have to cram your speech. Because that's one of the challenges. Oh, how do I cram my speech? How come I don't want to miss any line? If you have a structure, trust me, you will not need to cram it. All you need is to master that structure. What would be my introduction? How many points will I raise? And then what will be my conclusion? I hope you learned something. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Elizabeth, for that educational session. So we'll take one question on speech organization. While we wait for the question, when we were talking about the first World Championship of Public Speaking speech, where someone came on stage with a cigarette, pretended to light it up, and said, "Huh? Oh, you think smoking kills?"
Wow.
What a hook. So like she said, you want to dazzle your audience and engage interest right from the beginning. One question. No question. I'm very sure Toastmaster John has a question. Toastmaster John, they don't want to ask you questions. I think you can take this one.
They are pondering on the worry. They'll come later.
You'll come later.
I have a question.
Okay.
What?
Okay, thank you. So let's.
I have a question. Out of these three parts, what is the most important part? What should I spend 80% of my time working on?
Like she said. But trust me, on a serious note, I wouldn't say spend much time on this and less time on this. All the parts of your speeches, of your speech rather, is important, because all you just have to do is that spend equal amount of time and equal amount of effort. Don't let your introduction be slack, and then don't let your main body be boring. And also, don't let your conclusion be less memorable. Let each of the parts of your speech fulfill the function. Introduction, the interest, your body, the detail, and the conclusion, make it memorable.
Because I remember when I started writing speeches, I would have a lot of energy at the beginning. I don't know the conclusion, I just rush and do the conclusion. It always tells when you deliver such a speech. So thank you very much for that educational presentation. Now